Did you like it though? Did you?
Double time.
What's good, YouTube? It's Terrence, aka That Fantasy Guy, and we back with another episode on That Fantasy Network. So today, today I decided to check out what the projected draft capital is looking like for these rookies. What is looking like, and the best place for me to check on that is going to the NFL mock draft database. And as you see, I already have it on the quarterbacks, and they're projecting Caleb to go 101, Drake May to go 102, Jaden Daniels to go 104, and with JJ McCarthy sneaking in the first round at the end at the 24th pick. And Bo Nix and Michael Penix to go at the top of the second round. Now, before I get into this, let me go look at last year to see how accurate the mock drafts were. And as you see, hey, the order was accurate. They just got Will Levis way off. The hype for him was going crazy. People was thinking he was being drafted in the first round when that was not the case. So that's just to let you know how accurate it is. And I think I looked at the running backs before and saw that it was accurate. Like I said, the order was accurate. So if this was what we looking at in rookie drafts, all these quarterbacks, these four top quarterbacks are definitely going in the first round of rookie draft. The question is, where would McCarthy be going in rookie drafts? I guess it just depends on if you need a quarterback. It depends on if a person need a quarterback or not, because people are giving McCarthy a lot of love. I'm hearing a lot of love for McCarthy. Do I feel it's warranted? That's another question. That is another question. When it comes to Bo Nix and Michael Penix, it's going to be dependent on the quarterback that's in front of them. I don't think they'll be going in the first round, but they'll probably be going at the top of the second round, depending on the quarterback that's in front of them on the roster, because it's a guarantee that they're going to get a chance, most likely, that year to play. But we just got to feel real confident about when they get out there, they're not going to throw that quarterback right back out there if they don't play well. But I feel like both of them could play. All right. Moving on to running backs. And I'll say running backs to like moving on to tight ends. We can knock out tight ends real quick. Bam. One running back in the top six, being drafted six. Only running back being drafted in the first round. Then we got Jatavian Sanders being drafted in the second round. And we got, and that's it. On Stovic, they got him projected. Stovic, Bell, and Theo all being projected, be drafted in the fourth round. Maybe Ben Sanat too. I can't remember how long the fourth round go. Running backs. Running backs. None in the first round, two in the second. Two at the end of the second is being projected. Trey Benson and Blake Corum. So with them, if they get second round draft capital, they're going at the end of the first round. They are going at the end of the first round. That is sealed and done. A lot of people have been trying to put Jonathan Brooks as a running back one. If Jonathan Brooks is drafted in the third round, I cannot take him in the first round of a rookie draft. I can't do it. He would need to get drafted in the second round for me to even think about taking him in the first round. So I do take running backs to get drafted in the third round, and those would be, as you see, Jonathan Brooks, Braylon Allen. I'm Allen and Marquise Irvin, which I'm a big Marquise Irvin fan. So give me that. If he's drafted in the third round, I'll go ahead and take that. I'll take that. And then you're gonna have a number of running backs going in the fourth. And I had it somewhere. There you go. So, yeah, a number of running backs going in for at least five of them. Estime, Shipley, Wright, Ray Davis, Marshawn, Lloyd. So, yeah. So I'm only going to give priority to running backs drafted in the second and third, and then yeah, I'm only going to give priority to running backs drafted in the second and third, and then when the rest of the positions don't have any draft capital, I'll come back to the running backs because I don't ever mind drafting me a running back. I don't ever mind drafting me a running back. So, and let's go to the infamous wide receiver. So we got Harrison, Neighbors, Dunze, Thomas Jr., Coleman, and Troy Franklin. Oh my God. If Troy Franklin is picked by the Chiefs. Whew, that's all. Can only imagine. Only imagine. This might be. You remember the craziness they had when Sky Moore. You know, it's gonna be hard to hold people back, even though Rice there. And so, but the Chiefs. They definitely managed to pick the wrong person. Troy Franklin would have me salivating, but they'll pick a different person. Like they'll find a way to pick the person I wasn't excited about. Chiefs are good for that. In the second round, you got A.D. Mitchell, Lad McConkey, Worthy, Leggett, Polk, Walker, which I don't believe he's going to get drafted that high. I just don't believe it. Roman Wilson, and that'll be it for your second rounders. And I really don't want people Drafted out. I really don't want wide receivers drafted outside the second round. Like I really gotta like you to draft you outside the second round, and this would be the only person right here that I would give a chance to right here because he's drafted at the top of the third, and I like him. And you see, that's a big dip, 68 to 82. That's a big tier break right there. So that's it. I do like Jermaine Burton, but if he's not getting the draft capital, he can stay where he at. I can't believe that he would get drafted at the end of the third. It's hard to believe. That's hard to believe. That means the Alabama running back and wide receiver not getting any draft capital. That's crazy. I like Javon Baker. He's going low. Like all these people are going low. Whew. At least nobody's down here. Nobody's down here. We're not gonna worry about that. If you liked it, Ricky Porcel, he is projected to go be down here. Yeah. So yeah, definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. So we didn't went over all the positions on fantasy relevant. So yeah. So you guys tell me how y'all feeling about that. Um, some I don't think I think most of it is going to stay the same, but some of this may change after the combine this week. Like we might have some surprises in the combine, and someone shoot up or someone looks have a horrific combine and drops down. So something might change, but for the most part, kind of be in the right order. So I've been trying to start, even though I see people mock all the time, I'm just starting to kind of do my own mock draft and just mark players how I want them. And if that's the case, if that draft capital is the case, and I don't want to focus on the landing spot. I don't want to focus on the landing spot because, you know, getting Troy Franklin to go on the Chiefs, that feels like a roster baiter move. I mean, he might skyrocket, up he already high. That might, solidify him definitely at 106 over Bowers. Like, and some people, will be drafting a little higher because it seems like nobody's in love with Drake. I like Drake. I like Drake music too. But yeah, if that's the draft capital, I'm still my one-on-one in Superflex, tight end premium leagues is still Marvin Harrison. Like, I'm not moving. I'm not even not budging on the whole Malik Neighbors over Marvin Harrison. I'm not budging on that. And who knows? He may go to a better situation where he's able to score more fantasy points. It could happen. But guess who I'm the most confident in this draft about? Morrison Harrison Jr. He's the most I am the most confident about he's gonna be okay. You know who the second person is? Second person is Brock Bowers. I don't know if he's gonna rip off the I don't know if he gonna go off year one like these other rookie wide receivers did this past season, but he is gonna eventually be a beast. That's one thing I'm not worried about. If I draft him, I'm drafting him, I'm be comfortable. And he's not going nowhere until I get return on my investment because I know it's coming. The third person I'm not worried about whatsoever. who I feel is bust proof. I might not want to say that because it's a quarterback. Drake May. I just feel like he the prototype. He's gonna be fine. He is gonna be fine. He is gonna be fine. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this, because guess what? Caleb Williams got a little riskiness in him. As great of an arm talent he got some risky business. And anytime you drafting these shorter quarterbacks, hey, hey, got a little risk. Got a little risk to it. I mean, as much as people hype him up, he ain't no damn Andrew Luck. He ain't no damn Andrew Luck. So he ain't on Lawrence. He ain't Lawrence. Like Lawrence been that dude since like middle school. He been coming. People people been waiting for him. He been that dude since like middle school. But so I got Marvin Harris at 1. And surprise, surprise, personally, I got Jaden Daniels at 2. That's why I'm willing to just trade back, because I know nobody is valuing him that high, but I value him very high. Then I got Caleb Williams. Then I got Drake May, and then I got neighbors. I know all y'all neighbors fan mad at me right now. I already know. And then I got Bowers, and so of course, if Troy Franklin gets drafted to the Chiefs, I feel a different way. As good as Rashee Rice was, he ain't Troy Franklin. He ain't Troy Franklin. Um, then I got Rome Odunze, then Troy Franklin at 8. At 9, I would have to have McCarthy because he got the first round draft capital. Then it would be my running backs, Trey Benson, Corum, and then who would be my last pick in the first round? Oh, I am tripping. Um, Brian Robinson would come right after McCarthy. So McCarthy 10, Brian Robinson. McCarthy 9, Brian Robinson 10, Trey Benson 11, Corum 12. So that'll be my first round. That would be my first round. So that's for me. And I'm not finished doing. I'm halfway in the second round. It's funny because I did put like at 206. Like I was just filling up spots because I was about to trade my 2-7. And I was filling up spots, and I just put Chiefs receivers. Like if they draft a wide receiver, they automatically going high. And I was just like putting a bookmarker for them just to see when I could just trade my pick and not worry about it. And it feeling like that is the 208. At the 208, let me trade that for a player that I believe can produce rather than just trading for one that's, I don't know if they're going to produce it. Because when you get to 208, you just and who knows? Like I said, I just went first round. They did have someone else. They did have another wide receiver drafted in the first round that I did not say. Keon Coleman. I'm not a Keon Coleman fan. There's a lot of people that are Keon Coleman fans. I am not. But I'm gonna tell you, if Keon Coleman is drafted in the first round to a good team, because he's being projected to go late in the first. He's drafted in the first round to a good team. He probably my 112. I'm gonna have to put him over Corum. and I like Corum, but something about because now you know what gave me flashbacks? The shares of Quentin Johnston that I own. Nah, let me just stick with Corum. Because I got questions from Coleman. And I like this tape. And of course, I love his size. But that yards per route reception? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Red flag. Flag on the play. Can't do it. Can't do it, bro. I don't care. I'm not drafting him. And it's not like, I hear people say he's a great contested. What? He ain't great enough for me in my book. I think Zay Flowers done better on contested catches than Coleman. So what? So y'all can have him. I know y'all love these big dudes. So y'all, I'm gonna let anybody but me draft him. And if he's the best next thing on the board, I'm going to draft back. Go ahead and trade my pick and move back and let someone go ahead and roster bait to their 6'4", 215 tall guy they finally got, because I know it's the same people that love Brian Thomas, love Keon Coleman. I know it's the same people. I know it is, y'all. Roster bait! But I think this video done went long enough, and until next time, peace.